Hello there, welcome to my daily self talking uh, podcast. This is number 3 episode this month. I feel little progress myself. You know, not posting, it's been a month, and not hosting for a long time. But I feel little productive and encourage to speak again. I want to share like little insights that how I got inspired again to speak, right? So you know that everyone journey is very different. Everyone thinking, point of view, totally different, right? So everyone has their own idea. Uh, so it's okay to acknowledge yourself when someone don't understand your idea, your beliefs. But here comes the real mastery, which I have discovered earlier, 2022, maybe 23, right? When the transition happened from a designer to think like a founder or a business owner or a communicator, the mindset shifted because I wanted to build in public. I wanted to speak uh, with my voice, right? And the idea I found, because I have been building myself and keeping myself totally isolating from the circle. Yeah, I will share with you later. I tried to connect with the circle that I felt they are I like them. Uh, I would say that I like them, and the energy and the vision, the way they have been putting their works, building their brand. I found them match a similarity. So today's context, you now get the idea that what we gonna talk, and by the by end of these conversations, yeah, we will gain some practical insights. There will some stories, experiences, uh, hardships, and the transformation as well. Okay, internet connection. I think you are clearly hear my voice, though I can see on my screen it's showing that internet is little bit of slow connection. It's all the time it's happened, so forget about this. Also, I want to give you a little introduction about myself, though I don't like to like this kind of formality, but yes, of course, when time goes and you find room for improvement and you gain professionality and you try to create or speak effortlessly, but maintaining the professionalism, the voice, the tone, the consistency, it's matter, right? So I will give you some I will give you some references. The top creators, communicators, storyteller, since we consume, uh, listen their or watch their videos, so we try to analyze ourselves as well, that how actually we can level up our performance as well. So the professionalism is really matter, right? So I'm speaking little slower, speed slower, slowly, because I know that a lot of people in my community, in my circle, they are like beginner just like me, right? When it comes to expressing themselves and finding their true voice, I mean to say the inner voice. Some people may perhaps they don't have idea about uh, the personal brand and the communication, business, self mastery, and the communication, right? So by keeping in mind the beginners friendly, also that I wanna like uh, train myself in such way and maintain that energy in a such angle that I wanna feel like that I am in control, more balanced, focus. So that angle, right? Yes, of course, inside it is something like that, something is racing, but that's not the control, that's not the mastery, right? So we are here for like self mastery. And you might be thinking, right, that how is that like possible? And because I haven't uh, come from the high performing network and group of people, the people they are speak in English in generally, right? So it is like in my self talking journey and the career and the business I am involved in, like daily basis practice, I am getting this clarity how I want to express myself, I want to share my stories, and how I will address the pain points, the similar pain points for the audience, so they are also like same on the same page, right? So being said that, I'm just trying to like introduce myself, so I want to clarify in the public, in my community, since you know that I try to regular basis host uh, podcast, but I would like to clarify here also myself, there is a room for myself. I want to advise myself that the content that I want to cover based on the three things, and three, the appropriate word, it would be like the content pillar. So the three thing that I would like to keep in mind my daily content creation journey. The first thing is that like the self mastery. When I realized this, right, I was playing my daily work and life taking very lightly, right? I was playing safe, but the reality is totally opposite, right? It is not fair, right? So you will you are not a like people pleaser. So kind of people pleaser I was uh, earlier in my uh, and I was like young, right? And now also I am young, but earlier in my let's say the teenage, and after teenage in the college and university life. So since you know that mediocrity, that's what I found, that it is like a mediocrity trap, and I was like victimizing myself in such way that one day it will all change. I was like waiting and was like dreaming, but until I found that until the moment came, uh, the awakening moment, right? And I saw, I was like, the more time I was like waiting for the right time and the perfection, it was delaying me for the for the for the dream, for the challenges that I want to confront. It was keeping me way, right? So that's not an ideal way to work on your dream, because you know that no one is going to hand over, right, their opportunities to you, right? You have to claim it through relentless uh, practice, dedication, and work hard. But it is comes like clarity comes first, right? The point is here that we all can like take a take a job or a career in the beginning of our life, right? And you know that the if you notice that our living cost is raising like day by day. So the beginning, the knowledge gap, experience gap, and the fear of taking risk are sort of things that hold you back and creates kind of limitations. So there is uh, less room for discover yourself. So I might be little first uh, speaking little first, but you know that the speed and the momentum it comes when you just keep talking about the idea. So yeah, I want to take a little moment and take a deep breath. So more I want to speak about these things. So coming to the point, I'm saying that my three things, the content pillar I would like to cover every time when it comes to sharing my voice and hosting live. So all basically related to my self experiment, which I would say that the my lab is this is my small room. This is my room where I experiment. I fail, I win, I still I keep going and share my voice. So the self mastery thing, which is I would say I would connect two more version with this. One is uh, like discipline and mindfulness, right? Yes, there is also so many, everything is connected with self mastery, but mainly focusing on discipline and the mindfulness. Second pillar would be the business, right? So we all want to work on our dream or something that we are passionate about. Or maybe when we keep navigating our life, after some period of time, we got realization that there is something, that any idea that hit on your mind and you want to work on that. So business is a place that where you can work with your idea, right? So no one is going to understand what you are like thinking, the idea, the story, the journey, because it is like serving. You find this problem in the society or in your personal life, the something that you want to solve. So when you create a business, so you create a space to serve people. So the first thing is self mastery and the business thing. And the third thing that I would say, the communication, which I will integrate with persuasion or branding, something like that. So self mastery is something like that when you constantly consistency, that give you the consistency, the motivation, practice, that how you control your emotion for certain goals, for certain project that you want to accomplish, or you want to transform your present version, and you want to grow with your uh, peers, allies, and the current state is not serving enough. So the self mastery business that will give you the freedom, the wealth, the problem of the financial thing, right? Understanding the financing, the money, that how it actually works. And the lastly, the communication, persuasions, and branding and storytelling, I would say. In short, that I would take that communication. So when you master it communication, it makes much easier that what is your oath, right? And how you communicate, how you share your values, and how you want, how the people understand and around you. So how you create the perception, right? And this is way that you develop your persuasion skill. So it would feels to other peoples that your journey that is come, not, let's say, that isn't fixing like easy things, and it comes through like relentless practice, right? So three things I have firstly determined, that the kind of things, kind of behavior, kind of pattern, kind of framework of in my daily life that I want to follow, right? In terms of the building my personal brand. Yes, the social media is the channel that where we actually share our daily contents, right? It's not totally it should not be an ideal move for the creators, founders, or business owners just spend mindlessly on this platform. You have more than one project, the task daily, right? So you have the other part of your life. So there are some important you might have. So when you like invest most of the time on social media, this is not an ideal uh, for founders and the business owners perspective, right? But it is something that it is a channel or the media that you can use the throughout the day, that what you are experimenting, what you are learning and sharing with your community, with the circle, so they can you can actually validate your learning, validate your idea. It's not about in a sense of validation, seeking validation, but it also like taking feedback, others people opinion, not in a sense in a negative direction, but also people can see your progress, people can see your efforts, right? So this is like a concept of building in public. So that is a way that you are attracting people in a positive way through understanding your personal brand, right? So I'm giving you some examples from my from my networking journey. So back in 2020 three, maybe middle of the 2023, so I decided to like go to the Dhaka city, right? Since although that I have been working from my hometown in Chandpur, so I was totally fine and like doing work, because you know that I was keeping myself out of the circle, but isolating. But that moment I was happy. But something that happens keep continuously happen there in the market, right? So in a market, people have their sort of different insights and practical insights out there. So what's going on in the market? So Dhaka is the, you know, the capital city. So there are more people are like in my interest, the people that I want to connect with them. And some people's, I know, I try to like approach them in a business angle, right? That was not a correct angle. Like, I wanted to connect with them by sharing my business ideas and how I know about the business things, right? So everyone knows about his or her business, how he want to make profit, how want to make generate income, right? But that's not how the connection actually builds, right? Everyone has a business and everyone like endlessly trying hard how they can income their increase their profit, increase their like uh, great in doing business, right? So when you like speak about the business and something like that, and as a strangers in that circle, so it feels a little bit of like uncomfortable for them, right? So that perspective I gained so much insights that I felt like that I was invited by them, but it was not. It's ending up with like frustrations because they don't know business owners, that any business owners you will find that they want to see that uh, someone do business beside him and he will lose profit, he will lose money, right? So that's not an ideal way of thinking. So I was like thinking that way, I gained this personal experience of that way. But at that time I realized that I sometimes something that I have gap that I don't understand still in the practical situation. But then I knew about the personal brand concept, but I was not able to uh, think, or the confidence should have for a personal brand. If you want to speak or if you want to share your ideas to the broad audience, so, and if you don't have that circles, how you would like maintain this like criticism, and maybe people will judge you, maybe people will criticize you, right? How maybe you are not right and you are not good enough. Let's say that I'm like speaking right now in English, and that is not my language, but I feel like that I should prepare myself fully, and then I will like speak up whatever the topic that I want to cover. But here my intention is not to like to speak correct language English, using the proper English, but here my intention is sharing the pain story and the idea, right? So just moving you from point A to point B. That's my goal here, right? So coming to the point of the networking, brand networking, and why you need today that the personal brand. So you might be from like someone like me, that you have a like shift transition your mindset to become a business owner. So now you might be thinking that if I uh, want to learn business, then I have to go to the market, and if I want to do the networking, then I have to have the knowledge of business knowledge, all the things that I should you should have to know. But in reality totally opposite, because you are not going to connect with everybody. Even the people you know, they might reject you. I can tell you, like 90% that's gonna happen. So from that angle, so you need to like move on. You cannot wait for this, that one rejections it might give you. Absolutely, definitely you will gain some experience, practical experience, but that's not the end. That's the beginning, right? The rejection, more you get more rejection, more it will like the opportunity you will create. If one door gets shut down, there will be other door is available for you. It might be a good chance to you find a better prospect, right? So I will like share more of my journey about like door-to-door marketing I have done. So some other experience earlier in my business career, I have tried to do mostly focus on that, how I can build customer relationship, how I can better relationship with my prospect, and how I present my ideas to the business owners. And the psychological aspects mostly affects me to understand that people really don't care about your ideas. And if you are a business owners or something like that, no one is really care about that level, how you care your idea, how you guard your vision. So still we haven't find the solution, but the solution is we must keep going, and we must keep building our network as well. So how we start our networking journey? So that's all easy right now, I would say, totally easy. The years I have been putting content, sharing like videos. I haven't I provided free consultation more than 20 of people, and provided free branding design real business owners for the sake of building network, relationship. But that's not a way, but that's not happened to me. But I found little bit of uh, unhappy, unsatisfied. But deep down, I had a belief that I'm not gonna like quit. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna like hold this conviction, and this is gonna happen, right? So I trust. I started to trust the full process and just sharing my ideas on the media, on my channel authentically, right? And then the happen started to happen, right? Some I wanted to build my team. I wanted to attract more like founders and business owners, and I wanted to encourage uh, more young people to speak and find their voice and improve their communication. So people started to maybe the uh, small amount, but it's okay. Like now, like not something there is like, let's say there is nothing, but you have something, so that's enough, right? So for in a sense that you cannot like keep going with everybody, right? You need like aligned few people, so you can keep continue your journey. So in a business setting as well, same thing can happen. You cannot serve like every business owner. Yes, that your content is something that the people when look at, they will find your content, that if more people will see your content, they will get the insights, and that is not guaranteed that everyone going to get the benefits, the about the content that you are speaking about, right? Not everyone going to take this. So it's okay, right? You need like few of them. So I found that the idea started to work, right? When I share my values, share my personality, share my voice, and uh, specifically my brand. So that's one day it started to work. Maybe it's few, but it's enough for me. Like I got this result that if you approach with like a business mindset in the digital age, so you are from like an inheritedly not from that established family or established background or established organization, so you need to find this pattern, right? The self mastery, the understanding about the business and how you improve your communication. And once you connected your personal brand, that's spark, and that's where the magic happened, right? So I find this that way. So this is now this proven that more you like share your personal brand journey, more you share your business insights, more you share your like self mastery related contents, you will find somebody out there that they are ready to help you as well to grow your brand. And you as a founder, you will get uh, to see that how the personal brand magic things work. So I think I have covered a lot the insights that you find something valuable. So if you are in a journey of like understanding your personal brand, or you are like you have a like established brand or businesses that you are not sure about your brand and the alignment and the differentiations of the positioning thing, so here is my invitation to you, right? So you will find my a link. So I haven't give my like proper introduction yet, but my name is, let's say, I would say that Shubhrata Das, and I'm a brand consultant. I'm running my design agency. The name is the design agency A9 Design Studio. So search on it, and you will get the link in my bio. Book a consultation, and I will like listen your story and how you want to build your brand, how you want to turn your vision into reality. So that's all for today, and keep doing brand centric networking always. Peace. That's